People say motivation isn't enough, but it is. You just have to use it the right way. Today, I'll show you how tiny motivation can build systems and cushions that make the hard actions automatic. What I've realized is that most people waste motivation on doing, not on building. And my personal experience was my old mistake, where I would use my motivation not to build systems where it was easy to do the things that I wanted to do, but to simply do the action. So for exercise, I'd have one huge spike of motivation and do a giant workout in one day. For YouTube, I'd do an all-in sprint, do 3 videos, edit them, and put them out in one day. For homework, I'd have a sudden grind, and probably my GPA would see a big spike in 1 week. For healthy eating, I'd have a perfect day, resist donuts and junk food, but I'd always have a crash after, no matter what it was. My motivation would vanish and everything would collapse. I wasn't failing because I was lazy. I was failing because I spent motivation the wrong way. The shift that I realized is to use motivation to build systems, not to do tasks. 1 day of motivation can build 100 days of action. When I realized this switch, instead of doing push-ups, when I was motivated, I would set a timer to do push-ups every single day. Instead of studying hard once, I would block out time to study every single day. I'd download a calendar app if I didn't already have one. I'd spend time coordinating my study sessions and setting up my environment so that studying was easy. Instead of using a big hit of motivation to put out a ton of YouTube videos, I'd use it to optimize my situation, my recording software, and to plan out my week, month, and beyond on how I wanted to handle my YouTube recordings. The whole point of all of this is that systems don't need motivation once they already exist. Now here's the second layer that I realized, because using motivations to build systems can work amazing, all on its own. And honestly, if you just stopped right there and took that away from this video, you'd probably be able to revolutionize what you used your motivation for and get so much more out of each spike of motivation that you have, because I know you have that motivation. But there's an even more efficient layer to it, because we can only build systems so much. You can only set so many timers. You can only block out so many parts of your calendar. But I want to introduce you to something new, something that streamlines all of your systems so that they work no matter what, so that they feel easy, and so that they're actually fun, so you want to do them. This is called a cushion. And a cushion is literally just anything that lowers friction by even just 1%. An example would be, while I'm studying, I'd reward myself with food. Another example could be running. I put my shoes out the night before. Or recording. Having my notes pre-written and getting my phone out already. A tiny cushion multiplies the system ever so slightly. And what you want to do is sprinkle in as many cushions as possible. So when you put this all together, you can realize the motivation loop that I discovered. I'd build one small system with my motivation, add cushions to make starting easier, and in turn, that would freeze up so much more motivation itself. Because the thing that you can do with systems is you can automate your whole life. You can know what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, but you still have to put motivation in to do the thing. You still have to wake up at 6 a.m. when you have your alarm. But a cushion might be having a little snack right there to make it that much easier to wake up. And that, in turn, frees up a little bit more motivation in order for you to do 1% more in optimizing another system in your life. This in turn will free up even more motivation, and you can see the spiral of success that happens after this. This is the win. This is the reason that my life feels different now. Everything runs smoother. Starting doesn't hurt anymore. Daily action is literally automatic for me. I don't rely on hype or perfect days. I stopped chasing motivation and I started investing in it. Here's the final takeaway. My advice if you want to take it. Use motivation to create a system. Use more motivation the motivation that you get from having the system in place rather than just having to take the action whenever you feel like it to cushion the system. And a key tip that I'll throw in here is that if you can't think of systems or of cushions, describe what you're thinking, what you want to cushion or what you want to create a system out of, and throw it to an AI. It'll do all the idea work for you, and you'll just have to apply it in your everyday life. A prompt could just be, how are 2 ways that I could systematize my music practice every single day at a certain time? And how are 10 cushions that I can add to make it easy, quick, and to make it so that I actually want to do it? Then you reap the benefit. Let the system give you back your motivation and scale that in other parts of your life until your entire life is built on systems and cushions. Today, I want you not to do the task, but to build the system that does the task for you. If you've gotten any motivation, if you feel motivated after this YouTube video or after the next video you watch, please build the system or apply some cushions to a system in your life. You won't regret it. I'm 21 Average, and this has been the Improvement Conversation. Thanks for listening.